there. So we're continuing to make progress.
Mayor Lee Leffingwell speaking about the Steiner Ranch fire. Let's listen.
Notified, but people are not yet allowed back in to their homes or into the Steiner Ranch area, and power has not been restored yet, but we're working on that as fast as we can. I want to emphasize once again, this is a regional effort. As you know, this city is not within the city of Austin, but we don't think that way. We think of this as a region. We're all in this together. We work together. We train together. We plan together. In March of this year, we held a regional conference at SeaTac to emphasize that we all have to communicate and collaborate to be effective. There have been no casualties, there are no fatalities, no major injuries in any of the Central Texas fires, and we're very proud of that. And I think we have our first responders to thank for that. They've done a great job out here. I've got a few resources I want to connect you with, and then I'm going to bring up some Travis County officials to talk about more details. First of all, Austin Gov Twitter. Austin, Texas Gov Twitter is a resource, of course, is constantly updated. Syntax.redcross.org is a website where you can go to get information about shelters and updates. And in addition, you can make cash donations to the Red Cross for this event, for all of the fire events in Central Texas. I want to emphasize cash only. They're not set up to accept material goods. So we urge everyone to try to make some kind of contribution for that. The telephone line for evacuee update information is 512-974-6199. Again, 512-974-6199, and that is updated periodically. Everyone, of course, stay tuned to the local media. Almost all the local channels are constantly running information on the fires and trying to do their best to keep everyone updated. So with that, we'll first go to some other speakers to give you more information, and then we'll come back for questions. First, I want to bring up Jim Lenardos, who's Fire Chief for the Lake Travis Fire and Rescue Department. Jim?
Thank you. Yes, it's Jim Lenardos, L-I-N-A-R-D-O-S, Lenardos. Well, good afternoon. I'm the fire chief out here. I'm the incident commander in the Steiner Ranch fire. The fire is right now 25% contained. We have had 24 structures destroyed and 30 additional structures damaged. The fire is approximately 125 acres, and the fire as it sits right now is about 25% contained. That's all we've got on the fire. We've got crews working on the structures, in the subdivisions, and also on the wildfire itself, trying to get containment. We have fire engines from the local region, and the state of Texas. We have fire engines from Frisco and the north part of the Dallas Metroplex helping and assisting on this. Texas Forest Service has been a great asset. Starflight's been working with us when they're available to work with us. They're out on the other fire right now in the Pedernales area, and we're doing the best we can to try to restore this and get this fire contained as soon as we can. It's been a bit of a struggle. We want to advise everybody that we're working on getting power back in. That's going to be a slow, tedious process. As the mayor said, we need to follow. It's going to take time to do that. We have to do that in a safe and effective manner. We also want to remind you folks that fires are started, 90% of fires are started by people. Please be careful. Your fire resources in this state are stretched so thin, they're paper thin. Let's not test their response. Please be careful when you're outside, careful with your smoking materials, careful with your barbecues. We can't stress that enough. This area can't stand one more fire. We are stretched so thin that we're going to have a hard time maintaining or doing any more fire activity. So we do appreciate your assistance on that. Thank you.
Are you asking for volunteers?
Not at this time. We've got most containment in there with local resources and statewide resources coming through.
We'll take questions later.
Later.
Captain Frank Lofton, Travis County Sheriff's Office.
Good evening. First of all, I'd like to let everybody know that
We've created a list of damaged and destroyed homes in Steiner Ranch, and if anybody is interested in trying to find out the condition of their residence, they can go to the Vandergrift High School and meet with the constables that are manning that location, and they will provide them with the status of their residence. Before we'll release any information to anyone, we'll require them to show photo ID with their residence on it, their address on it. We don't want this information being released to the media until all residents have been notified of the damage of their or condition of their residence. We're looking at a minimum of 8 a.m. tomorrow morning before we even consider opening up the neighborhood. This scene is very fluid, and we will continue to evaluate that every hour on where we're at with that. At this time, we don't have a contingency plan for pets. We understand that a lot of people are very concerned about their animals in the residences, but we are, again, evaluating that with every hour to try to help resolve that problem. But at this time, we don't have a contingency plan, but we're hoping that a redeployment of our resources will assist with that. Our resources are stretched throughout the county. We've asked for assistance from DPS, from the constables, and from other law enforcement agencies around the area to assist us with this fire and the other fires in the area. Help us, please, by cooperating. We have a lot of people that have been trying to sneak back into the neighborhood, which is using up a lot of my resources.